In the previous match, the Brooklyn Nets lost to the New York Knicks 108-103 with 36 points from Michael Bridges and 19 points from Cameron Johnson. This team is now 17-26 and 11th in the Eastern Conference. Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas, and Cameron Johnson are the most important players of this team, which can be said to be playing according to expectations this season. And while the offense is at a decent level, it is the defense that is extremely weak, given that this team is allowing almost 118 points per 100 possessions. The reason lies in the lack of aggressiveness because the Brooklyn Nets do not force their rivals into many turnovers. Moreover, they are among the worst teams in that segment. Another big problem for this team is the absence of Ben Simmons, who is struggling with injuries. Because of this, the room for improvement for the Brooklyn Nets is great. Aggressiveness and offensive production will be of great importance for the Brooklyn Nets in the next match. Without the first thing, it will not be possible to match a quality rival. And without the second thing, it will be impossible to win. So many things need to come together for this team to be better than the Minnesota Timberwolves. In the previous game, the Minnesota Timberwolves defeated the Washington Wizards with 118-107, in a meeting in which Anthony Edwards scored 38 points and Karl Anthony Towns 27. Thus, this team is in second place in the Western Conference with a score of 31-13. The Minnesota Timberwolves entered this season with the intention of making a step forward compared to previous years when they were not competitive for the highest ranking in the league. Karl Anthony Towns couldn't carry the load by himself, so the top games of Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert have been the recipe for the excellent additions of this team so far this season. The Minnesota Timberwolves are very well balanced. They have a top game in both directions, and there's undoubtedly an improvement compared to the previous period. If they want to win in the next meeting as well, the Minnesota Timberwolves will have to establish a rebounding dominance, which will not be a problem for them, but also to play more organized. The impression is that despite 62 points against the Charlotte Hornets, Karl Anthony Towns is a little more selfish than he should be lately. Last season they played 3 duels and the Brooklyn Nets won twice. Absences and injuries. Dariq Whitehead, Day'Ron Sharpe, and Ben Simmons will not play for the home team, while Cameron Johnson is questionable. Jalen Clark is out for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Mike Conley is questionable. The Minnesota Timberwolves are in a slight slump in form, and a win against the Washington Wizards is important for them to regain confidence. From the statements of Coach Chris Finch, it can be concluded that the goal of this team is to finish the regular season in first place, and they are extremely motivated to make it so. They enter the next duel almost complete, with the desire to correct some of the worst additions from the previous period. Therefore, there is no obstacle for the difference in quality from both the offensive and defensive sides to prevail in the Minnesota Timberwolves' side. Thus, our prediction is their win by a margin higher than the offered spread. Our prediction is Minnesota Timberwolves minus 2.5.
I will be